The next morning when I woke up, everyone was still asleep. They followed upstairs shortly after I did, but I didn't feel like talking about anything at that moment. They all respected my wishes, but knowing them, it was going to be time to talk when they woke up too. I just sat, sitting in the window, thinking, never have I seen Tavior like that. Talking to me like that, but especially grabbing and pulling on me. I, I never want to again. Aside from the girl he walked out the house with, all that other shit was a never again moment for me. Never let a nigga play me twice. You cheat on me, be good without me. Never let a nigga put his hands on me in any fashion. And always make a nigga keep his word of fuck you. I doubt I ever fall in love anyway. I know, I'm young. But I don't love this nigga and went through all of this. Imagine if I did. As I'm staring out the window, I hear Kiana rolling around on her spot in the floor. You good, Sam? She sounds groggy, peeking out of one eye. I turn my head to look at her. Yeah, I'm cool. Kiana starts to sit up and rubs her face. What the fuck was all that? Drunk Tavior, I guess. Shit was disgusting. Claudia starts moving, probably due to us talking. Get your ass up anyway, so I don't need to repeat myself. I say in a joking tone, but I meant it too. I've been waiting for you to get up, she says in a groggy tone, still with her eyes closed. Girl, I've been up, lied to someone else. I throw the pillow at her. The one time the lazy lion wakes up before everyone. She fidgets until she finds a comfortable position in her bed. I have never seen him like that. He is really into you. I wish someone was like that about me. Her eyes are still closed, but I look at her like she has 8 heads, and she must have felt it because she opens her eyes. Think about it, Summer. He was fighting for you last night. Grabbing on me, saying fuck me. I'm getting annoyed and my tone is showing it. Nah, that was all wrong. But he was hurt and expressing emotion. He just went about it wrong. You should be a lawyer when we grow up. Don't start that lawyer shit, please. Nigga Tay almost had me crack up last night, Kiana adds. Speaking of, why the fuck was Sinner playing me mad close? Claudia shrugs. Then I remembered he gave me something last night that I slid in my pocket. I reach for the jeans I had on, go to the back pocket and dig my hand in. I pull out a small piece of paper and open it. It says sincere with his number. I'm back to being confused. I still don't know why he laid his head on my leg either. Sin gave me his number? I look at them puzzled. Why? Kiana questions. I have no idea. That's crazy, Claudia says. Yeah, I'm going home today, I say. If you go, I'm going home too, Kiana says. You bitches, Claudia interjects. I really don't want to see Tavior right now. Last night was like 3 hours of back and forth. I don't have it in me today. I understand, Claudia says. Just as Claudia finishes her sentence, the phone rings. She looks at the caller ID and tells me it's Tavior. Do not answer, I say and roll my eyes. Okay. She looks hurt. I see Kiana look at her, but she says nothing. I know Kiana well enough to know she is thinking something. The phone rings again. Still Tavior or some. Still don't answer it. The fuck? He hangs up and dials right back, and it stops ringing on the 3rd ring. I thought he hung up until I hear Claudia's mother screaming for her to answer the phone next time. She is sleeping and has to work tonight. Claudia says sorry to her mother as she picks up the line. Hello, she says into the receiver and then moves it back so I can hear. I'm sorry, Claude. Is Summer there? I shake my head no. No? She stutters a bit. What time she left? I just want to talk to her. I was drunk off my ass, yo. If I speak to her tonight, I will tell her. Aight, thanks. He hangs up. You should talk to him, Summer, she says. I look at her like I smelled shit in the room, which makes Kiana start laughing. He is losing his mind. I do not care. He lied and lied. And then grabbing me, pulling me, said fuck me. That is emotions? Nah, that's a nigga full of himself. I told you, you be dumb about you. I start to get up. I was ready to really get the fuck out of Southside at this point. Claudia doesn't say anything at first. Maybe I do need to be more like you. He said he wants to start a family and you're like, okay, bye. I would have been in the basement with my legs up. No, he was drunk. We don't even have sex. Who is he getting pregnant? And I definitely wouldn't fuck his ass now. I don't want a baby or a baby by him. Claudia looks almost stunned. Kiana stays quiet. I start gathering my stuff to go home. I'll pay for the cab. I cannot risk getting caught on Linden. Probably be on Unsolved Mysteries. Summer Rayne Williams has been missing since, Kiana says. She breaks my mood and makes me laugh, but that's why I love her. Claudia stayed quiet most of the time we were getting ready. Something about Sin giving me his number just isn't sitting right with me. Why would he do that? We get in the cab to go home. As soon as the door closes, Kiana and I start to piece shit together. Yo, what the fuck is this Sin shit about? Kiana asked. I honestly do not know. I never spoke to Sinner on some private shit before. Then he slides me his number and said don't lose it, but made sure to say Tay was coming back. I didn't even know what the fuck he handed me. I just put it in my pocket because I knew Tavior's ass was coming to harass me. I want to be wrong. Kiana starts off and pauses for a few seconds. I really want to be wrong. I think Claudia is behind all this. She is making a mess of everything because she wants what you have. I don't say anything at first. I just absorb what she's saying. You gonna call Sinner? Like, part of me wants to know what's going on, but then the other part doesn't because I don't homie hop. I'm not trying to holler, and you never know what story gets twisted and turned back to Tavior. He isn't my man anymore, but I wouldn't ever start dealing with his friends. Maybe wait a little then call. I really feel she's behind everything. Yeah, I gotta get to the bottom of it. I look out the window quietly. Like, what would she gain from me not fucking with Tavior? Shit, honestly, she don't have to see the nigga love you. I roll my eyes. He doesn't love me. You know what I mean. Be googly-eyed every time you come around and she's still sharing that nigga with his baby mother? I nod in agreement. I know my temper. I'm gonna want to spaz on this girl if it's true. What best friend does shit like this? When we get back to our neighborhood, Kiana went straight home. I didn't feel like doing anything but go into my room anyway. I am still processing that entire breakup. When I get upstairs, my mother's getting herself and the baby ready to leave. Surprised you're home. I have a lot of homework to do. I didn't, but I wasn't explaining any of this. Come to think of it, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna tell my father. Definitely not what happened. He will take his head off. Then again, maybe that would help me not deal with Tavior if he tries to keep his word on his threats. Good girl, my mother laughs a bit. She walks by to pick up her purse from the end table near the door. She turns toward me. Oh, Summer, Sharif is at his mother's with Reefy and Cheyenne. I may or may not be back tonight. I might meet him over there depending on how I feel. There are leftovers or frozen stuff for dinner. I nod my head in acknowledgement of her statement. Even better for me, the house will be quiet. Not too long after I get settled in my room, my mother leaves, and I start looking for something to watch. Before I know it, the phone rings. It's Tavior's house. He is going to become a thorn in my ass for the next couple of days, maybe weeks, until he gets it through his head. He called back to back a few times, then stopped, thankfully. The next morning, I woke up to my mother telling me the phone was for me. She usually won't wake me up, so I take the phone and slide it under the covers with me. I hear her close my door before I even answer. Hello? I have a heavy sleep voice and my face is buried halfway into the pillow. Hey, Summer. It's Tasha. Do you want to speak to Tavior? Based on the way she approached me, I assumed Tavior told his sisters what happened. Hey, Tosh. I don't. She pauses for a minute like I caught her off guard with my response. She didn't do anything to me, so I wasn't going to be rude to her. Oh, can you hold on 1 second, please? She sounds kind of taken aback. Sure. My face is still buried in the pillow. I hear her trying to cover the phone to talk to Tavior. I heard muffled talking, but couldn't make out anything being said, and then she comes back to the line. Tavior said he is sorry and really wants to apologize to you himself. He understands if you don't want to be with him. I cut her off. It felt like it was going to be a long-winded statement. Thanks for telling me, Tasha. Oh, okay. She sounds confused. She doesn't keep me on the phone any longer. We say goodbye, and that's that. I hang up, put the phone on the floor by my bed, and roll over. I woke up a few hours later. As I'm walking out of my room to the bathroom, my mother double takes. Is it alive? She starts laughing. I chuckle a bit to avoid her asking me who Tasha is, but it doesn't work. Who is Tasha? She lives over by Claudia. I still look sleepy. Oh, she called a few times. I kept saying you were sleeping, but she kept calling. I had to think quickly because she's going to keep digging. She has this math test tomorrow. I was helping her with some stuff while I was over there. I understood it a little bit better than she did. Oh, okay. She doesn't say anything more and walks away. Thankfully, she didn't keep digging. I wasn't fully awake to keep her off my back. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and go lie right back down to watch TV. I hear the phone ring again, but my mother answered before I could see the number on the caller ID. Please, don't let this be Tavior's house again, I think to myself. Hold on, I hear outside my door. My door opens, and my mother looks just to see if I'm asleep or not. Summer, the phone. She closes my door back. I pick up the cordless phone. It was still on the floor near my bed. Hello, I say into the receiver. Summer, I know you said you don't want to talk to him, and I'm sorry for all the times I keep calling. Will you speak to Tavior? Tasha says. It's cool. I know he's making you call. Tell Tavior I do not want to speak to him anymore. Ever again. I don't care how you word it, honestly. She places me back on hold and repeats what I said. I hear him in the background say he was drunk and he's begging for my forgiveness. She comes back to the line asking if I heard him. I acknowledge I did, but I don't want to speak to him. She apologizes again and says hopefully he won't make her call back. We hang up, and now I'm getting annoyed. If I pick up this phone to talk to him, it's going to be to curse his ass out. Not all, "Aw, you really like me?" He can take all that shit he said to me and stuff it up his ass. That was the last time Tasha called that day. Someone heard my prayers. The next day at school, everything was pretty normal. I was still kind of going to all my classes, but I had started to cut Spanish class again when I had subs. I'm clearly playing with fire, I know. As I'm leaving the building to go home, I see Lauren again talking to Prince. I shake my head and she smiles as she sees me getting closer. My favorite yellow crayon. What about your brother? Nah, he's annoying. I start laughing. Ace is leaning on his car and smiles, showing his entire grill. What's up, Miss Summer? Chillin'. Y'all not cold? Nah, I'm used to this. Plus, you treat me cold anyway. Me? I do not. I barely speak to you. Exactly, he says and nods. Yeah, you do my cousin something nasty, Prince says. I look at Prince like he makes no sense. Oh, Isha, why you never introduced me to Chocolate Drop? He smiles at Lauren. You seem to have met her yourself. Just fine. Yeah, no thanks to you. He rolls his eyes playfully like a girl. We all start to chuckle a bit. Take a walk with me, he says to Lauren and intertwines his fingers into hers, and they walk away from Ace and me. So what's up with you? I still can't call you? You could call me. Ace looks shocked. You single? Homeboy fucked up? Or you trying to make him mad? I am single. Oh, good. I don't want to beat your man up. He reaches into his car and takes out a notebook and a pen. You go to school or you collect numbers? So feisty, he laughs. He hands me the pen and paper to write my number. Nah, answer my question. I go to school. Outreach. Outreach is a school for kids who generally get transferred out for academic reasons, mostly truancy. They have some outreach schools for behavior, fighting, and bringing weapons to school too. What did you do? I look at him and hold the pen like I'm going to write something. What you mean? He laughs again, showing his whole grill. Well, behavior or attendance? Which one could have your number? The truth. Attendance. I don't say anything else, but write my number down and close his book. I give him back his pen and his book. I gotta go. It's cold. You want to ride home? He asks. Nah. He looks shocked but smiles. I'll call you later then. I nod and put my hands in my jacket pocket. Lauren sees me walking toward the end of the block and calls my name. Wait for me, she shouts. She gives Prince a kiss on the cheek and walks towards me. I shake my head. Don't give me that look. I saw you give Ace your number. I didn't give you any look, and I'm single. What? Since when? 2-3 days ago, I guess. I catch her up on what happened and then ask what's up with the kiss on Prince's cheek. Trying to get a dude for every day of the week. I couldn't do anything but laugh. To each its own, I guess.